While the colonized Africa has been deliberate about rebuilding herself as a freed slave, most Africans carry hidden yet visible concurrent anger, whether rich or poor. Join me as we walk the journey of healing, forgiveness, and total surrender, because where Africa is going is so big, and as we go so big, it's best we go with healed hearts and renewed minds. As Africans, allow me to firstly greet in my local language. Oh, siyintendo bassebo ne bannyabo, nyongera okumaliriza no ku mukutu gwaffe gwe tuyise essanyu n'okukirawo, ngera nga ngaba endowooza zange ng'omuntu ez'okusigala ng'oli musanyufu n'okukisussa mu Yesu Kristo Mukama ekisangibwa. Kino kirabo kya mwoyo kino kirabo kya mwoyo omutuukirivu. Amanya n'eddoboozi, nze Namugenyi Immaculata. Come back to another joyful podcast. My name is Immaculate Namugenyi aka Imi. Yes, let's just firstly a disclaimer. This is my personal opinion, or these are my personal opinions as an individual. This is not necessarily generic advice to the African continent, but rather to the African as an individual. Yes, thank you. So, what is being African? Being African used to only be defined by color and birth. My parents were born in Africa, so they gave birth to an African. Just like if you are born in America, they gave birth to an American child. If you're born in Europe, a European child. If you're born in an Asian country, an Asian child. I hope I got it right. An Asian child. So, anyways, right now, modern Africa has been defined by relocation, resettlement, maybe due to political climate. People coming to Africa, they fear the wars in their countries, or the wars in other neighboring countries. Should we say something like that? So, resettlement, relocation, mixed marriages, guys. People are getting married internationally, not just locally. So that's how modern Africa looks like. And modern Africa is too diluted by race, religion, culture. We now have smartphones, technology. Most people, actually, I would love to say that most people don't speak African local languages in their day-to-day life. Maybe like 20% use their local languages throughout the day. Most people use the African languages basically at home. Anyway, these are just facts. These are just mere facts that I'm just giving. So anyway, we see modern Africa in the beauty trends, in the mannerisms. What other examples? In the education system, as I have said, in the technological advancement that has greatly and immensely influences modern Africa. And anyways, we have to learn to read history and relate our past to the present and determine our future as Africans. So, as I said, most Africans carry hidden yet visible concurrent anger. By the way, this topic applies to any broken system, whether as an individual, as a community, as a nation, as a family. Slavery, please allow me to read this directly from my notes. Slavery has more to do with accumulating earthly treasures for status or personal gains as success at any cost than it is the human abuse act. Greed for money above people. You can see that in the book of Proverbs 1:9. Human beings were being used as cheap labor as a means to an end, which is still present in our present times. We can look at colonialism to the present day as cheap labor in some capitals of the world. So maybe wherever I look at your nation and examine where you see cheap labor. And cheap labor can also is oh, I don't want to go there, but right now we also have cheap labor, but in terms of high-end slaves. The real after effect on the slave, it is in the identity crisis, issues to go with self-worth, issues to go with poverty, suffering. These are general human problems. I hope I'm using the right English. These are general problems faced by any human being on this earth. Just because in Africa it's extensively on a higher percentage as per now, but in the future it will not be, because I'm here and you are here also. And for the slave masters, the after effect is overcompensations. We see it through the loans, each one of us accountable and responsible. So earthly law may not hold the slave masters accountable, but God does hold them accountable. Even you as a slave, God holds you accountable. Oh my God, yes. So let's use some juxtapositions. I think I would also have to just read this directly to you guys. Children, when roles become vindication instead of love. And on the other, on the greater side, when love becomes the vindication. Clock it. Oh my God. Girls, when praises turn into deception instead of courage to build. When words become courage to build, actually, that is the juxtaposition. Boys, when words become deception instead of, oh my God, I think I just mistook the girls for the boys. Gender issues. I'm very sorry. Girls, when praises turn into becoming idols instead of individual identity. When identity is known for the girls, you must know who you are. You must know your worth. Woman of great price, I know. Boys, I'm sorry. Boys, when words become deception instead of courage to build, let your words build. Talk the talk. The talk of cash. Women, when applause for misuse of your body is valid instead of value preservation, value will preserve you. So value yourself and you preserve your body. Husbands, men, when applauded for the misuse of power instead of building generational wealth. When building for the next is your mission. As a man, that's how you'll be healing. Husbands, when love is my command, you obey. When leading is silenced, on the other hand, but when God is known, you love your wife. Wives, when submission is silence, when submission is control, my God. On the other hand, when God is revealed, you submit. Mothers, when nurturing becomes commandments. Why did I say? But when seeds are sown, you will see the future harvest. Fathers, when responsibility becomes scary, so they run off instead of trusting the strength giver, God. When trusting is strengthened. Grandparents, when personal experiences turn into casting the next generation. When Generational sayings are treasures of wisdom. Oh, how rich is the old man with gray hair? Is it? How wise is the old man with gray hair? So, when strengths become weakness, closed closed wounds remain open. But heart issues become an after effect and determine our actions. So, whatever wounds you're carrying, surrender. Whoever you're holding in your heart, forgive. And you will heal. Not because they have changed, but because your heart has let go. So when strengths will entirely become service and stewardship, that will be it, guys. I'm sharing this podcast. It's been a podcast. I just feel like it's just a talk now. We're just talking to each other for just 10 or 12 minutes. Thank you for coming around. This has been our part 1. I don't want to have a long thing just about anger. Thank you. Have a